All right, we back with another episode of Confessions of a Canelo Fanboy Diary. I would like to thank you for this comment right here. I couldn't have wrote a better comment. It's a perfect example. So thank you for it. But I want to respond to you in this comment. And I also want to show it to you guys and show you what this means. You know, about you writing this comment right here. You're right. I mean, what can you say? When you're right, you're right. You told no lies right here, my man. You told no lies at all. You're right. They do. The only difference is this. It's funny that you're willing to openly admit that you know this, that the WBC shows favoritism and, you know, you guys have Mexican camaraderie and all that other stuff. That's cool and it's great that you admit that. But the interesting is, besides just you saying it, do you think that you're the only one? Do you think there's not people outside the Mexican diaspora that can't see what you just wrote right here? They see it. This is why they speak on it. The difference is when they speak on it, what do you guys do? You call them racist and a slew of other false shit. You know what I'm saying? But you admitted yourself. Yes, we are allowed to take, listen to this, y'all. Yes, we are allowed to take PEDs. It's fine because such and such has our back, blase speak. Once again, I know this is not all. See, I don't rule in absolutes like they may do black fighters and black fans and stuff like that. I don't rule in no absolute. You know what I'm saying? I realize that this is not all, but what he's saying right here is a large majority. And we all know what he's saying right here is true. We all know that. The difference is you're not allowed to say anything about it. If you do, you're going to get accused of all kind of things. Most importantly, when you're dealing with a Canelo fan, you are going to be racist. I'm pretty sure they want to call Robert Garcia racist. I'm pretty sure they just can't. You know what I'm saying? But they're working on it. Believe me, they're working on it. So people see the same thing that you do. They just want to talk about it. And since you know all your fighters on P, then why are you mad at people because they don't want to give Canelo his credit for having such a, you know, drug cheat history? You don't want to count against you. But yet, aren't these the same people that will constantly, to this day, bring up Floyd Mayweather in an IV? Forever. See, now they don't care about drugs. See, once you paint them into a corner where they can't deny it, I noticed that people accept it. Like once I proved that Manny Pacquiao was taking drugs, it was, oh man, who cares? Everybody's on drugs. Okay, that's fine if you feel like that. But why didn't you keep that same energy when it came to this fighter or this black fighter or that black fighter or this? You didn't have that energy. You despised it. You said it was disgusting. They're PED cheat, blah, 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 blah. Remember? This shows the ultimate double standard that goes on in boxing. That's why you got to thank a person for this comment. You really do. So no, you shouldn't just ignore all these things because it gives you insight into a bigger topic that you can't decipher, that you can't put your finger on, but you can put your finger on it now. But yes, we've all noticed the same thing. Yes, we know you got favoritism. If you want me to admit that, yes, I know that Mexican fighters are allowed to take PEDs, I wouldn't say that because it incorporates every Mexican. But if that's what you're saying, since you're Mexican and you got more say-so than I do, all right, well, fuck it, yeah. All you guys are allowed to take PEDs. Fuck it, yeah, you're right. I'm going to give you that. No argument there. I'm totally agreeing with you. So as a Mexican boxing fan, is that what you want to hear? Is that how you want to be looked at? Is that how you want to be? I'm asking y'all because it's up to you. Because if this is what you want people to think, we already thinking in the first place. Not think it, now we know it. And if you okay with this, cool. Because guess what? Bruce is okay with it. Because I've always been okay with it. I've always said we need to legalize PEDs because trying to keep it out the sport is a fairy tale. It's not true. It won't ever happen. But some people are hell-bent on a clean sport, and I can't blame them. But I really don't have a fucking problem with it. I actually don't. But since other people have these standards, okay, this is the standard. Okay, let's hold everybody to that. And what you find out, you can't hold everybody to that standard. Because I've been saying you can't get this shit out of the sport. But this is why it's so much criticism for you. And this is why if you show a little bit of criticism towards them, well, they always run the racist route because, I mean, they accuse you of doing what they do. You know, And really, you just a human being who's analyzing stuff. You got eyes and a brain. You can put shit together and say, I see something. This ain't right. This is flawed. But if you point it out, you're wrong. But once again, got to thank you for the comment, man. Because this is incredible insight. We know this. And most importantly, nobody's going to disagree with you. See, you wrote this thinking that you wrote something that was, I don't know, going to antagonize someone. You really just threw you and everybody, your flag, all that. You really just threw that shit all up under a bus. Because like I said, intelligence, you know what I'm saying? It's something that don't come with you Canelo fans. That's something else that I noticed. It really doesn't. You know? You trying to throw a shot, you shot your own self in the fucking foot and don't even fucking know it. But once again, like I tell you, we learn from the best. We gonna monetize this stupid shit. And I'm gonna get paid off you just being a fucking idiot. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, while at the same time exposing what I have always said. This is why when I made videos on Boo Boo Andrade, this is why it pissed people. It shouldn't have pissed nobody off. None. But this is why it pissed people off. You know, if you notice anybody who has ever said something or anybody that I've ever gotten to it with, do you guys, have you ever noticed it was because of a video that I made? Anybody you ever seen me get into it, it was because of a video that I made. I was never moved, cared, or bothered by anything or any material that they made. But it was my material is the reason why we had problems. I'm just wondering why people just can't ignore my shit like I ignore theirs. What you make doesn't bother me. What I make bothers you. And now you guys know why. I'm out.